Hello again, getting right into it. This is the last video for the product empties. For this first bottle, I have the Paris Hilton by Paris Hilton, of course. I do not have the notes, of course, but definitely try this scent out. Not only is it affordable, but it's a great starter scent if you want something that is not necessarily completely fruity, but it has a sophistication to it, and it isn't too floral. Move that over. Next thing we have is the Eco Chic Kids Styling, Taming, and Curl Cream by Giovanni. I put this in my niece's hair. My niece has type 4 hair. She responded to it very well. I really don't like hair typing. Just for conversation's sake, I will say that she's about 4B. And this is a very moisturizing product, and it's also really great in the detangling process. Next, we have the Lumi Whole Body Deodorant in the scent Clean Tangerine. Lumi is great. There is no odor whatsoever. The only con is as you are wiping yourself when you go to the bathroom, the deodorant does come off with it. So be sure, if you can handle it, be sure to line your underwear as well, just as a backup protection if you are not in the position to reapply. Next is the MAC. This was a holiday special where I received a clear lip gloss and an Oh Baby along with the other lip gloss in the color Oyster Girl. I got this as a gift. And of course, during the holiday season, MAC is a great store to shop at because things are incredibly discounted and the prices can't be beat. Every year is worth the purchase. Next is the Pink Pineapple Sunrise. This is a fruity yet very unique scent. Let's see if the notes are on the back. Notes are sweet pink pineapple, palm sugar, and sun-drenched nectar. I got this from Bath & Body Works. Next, I have the Annie Wet and Dry Detangler Brush. As you can see, what this brush reminds you of at a higher price point. This brush not only is affordable, but highly effective. Once I got this brush, I have not turned back. I do not plan on purchasing any other type of paddle brush unless I just need one and this one is not available. I prefer to detangle on damp or wet hair. If you detangle on dry hair, this is effective, but take your time because that will be a lot more painful if you are not natural. If you are natural, excuse me. Next is the Kaor, yes, as in Keisha Kaor, Body Burner Slimming Cream. Unfortunately, I did not get to use this for a long period of time. Only a short period of time. I did enjoy, excuse the background, I did enjoy this product. There was sweating, but I didn't use it long enough to know if there were any amount of inches that were lost. But I am willing to purchase it again. Oh, another thing about the body burner, I did pair it with the Keisha Kaor waist trimming belt during the sweating process. The writing is no longer on this bottle, excuse me for that. This is the Vera Wang, I believe this is called Princess. And the liquid of the perfume will be purple. Smells awesome. Next, I have the Ivory Gentle Body Wash. It is exactly what it says it is. It is gentle. Yes, it is cleansing. Ivory will definitely get you clean, especially the old school bar soap. And the notes of water lily, amazing smell. Ivory has done a great job at bringing moisture to their products as well as great scents. So outside of Dove, I would definitely recommend this. Next, I have the Bath & Body Works Firecracker Pop Body Wash. This scent, it does remind me of fruit with a little tanginess to it, like citrus maybe. Hard to describe, but it is definitely worth the purchase. I've really enjoyed the body wash as well as the perfume. Next is the Escada Turquoise Summer. Escada has amazing fragrances. The pro is how wonderful they smell. The con is that it does not last long, but the smell is so good, it is worth it. Excuse the bottle. Some polish unfortunately exploded or spilled on my bottle. This is the Midnight Fantasy by Britney Spears. Gave me a blueberry vibe on my skin. Smelled great. You cannot go wrong with Britney Spears fragrances. Next is the Golden Mango Lagoon. Again, please excuse the polish, the destruction of the bottle due to polish spilling. Golden Mango Lagoon. It definitely does smell like mango. And this is by Bath & Body Works. Another Bath & Body Works fragrance. It is the Thailand Sweet Kiwi and Starfruit. I like fruity scents, so you're going to see a lot of fruit mixed with a few things that may not be as fruity or may have little fruit in it. Great scent. Didn't smell like kiwi, but I love the unique blend of the fruits. Actually, when I think about it, I don't know how this would have been able to smell like an actual kiwi. Kiwi doesn't really have a smell to me, but this smells amazing. Great summer scent. Next is the Haiku, specifically Haiku Reflection. This is from Avon. If you are into water scents, you will love this one. This is a strong water scent. Not strong in a bad way though, but strong enough to last on your skin throughout the day. Next is good old Robitussin. Yes, I am talking about Robitussin. I reviewed this because I got really sick earlier this year, and I was so sick I used the entire bottle, I'll say in a matter of 24 hours, no more than 48. It was effective and it worked. Of course, Robitussin is great for giving you a taste that you do not like, but it works and it's effective. Next, we have the Pink Sugar perfume. This is the original perfume. This brand also comes in a blueberry scent. I have not tried that yet. If you want a cotton candy scent that is sugary just enough, it's not too much, it's not to the point where you don't like it, this is one to try. Another Bath & Body Works fragrance. This is the Fiji Sunshine. Again, I like fruity scents, and this has a nice fruity touch to it. The notes are sun-kissed guava, fresh orange, and seaside jasmine. Actually, very quickly, let's go back to the Thailand Sweet Kiwi and Starfruit. The notes are golden kiwi, juicy starfruit, and solar woods. Let's see if I can figure this one out. The notes for the Golden Mango Lagoon, excuse me for this. Sunny mango, saltwater woods, and opal blooms, I believe. Have no clue. Or floral bloom. No, I'm right. Opal blooms. Or oral blooms. No, I'm going with floral. Excuse the struggle. Next one is You're the One by Bath and Body Works. Notes in here are white birch, velvety rose, and a drop of strawberry nectar. So this has more of a sophisticated smell with just a touch of fruit. Next is the Lady Speed Stick Invisible Dry. I think I just had this in like its traditional powdery scent. Never had an allergic reaction, works great. Next is the Osakiz Moist Detangler. This does work even though you have to use a decent amount of it. Bringing my bag over here. Next is the All Wello Organic Cold Press Shot in the flavor turmeric. Strong. I did feel like I know that might sound a little strange or funny. I did feel like I was one step healthier drinking this. Definitely tastes pure and organic, not just organic propaganda. So yes, with me, you can never have too many lip glosses. This is my Rosé Wet Cherry, a lip gloss. Nice sheen, sheer red tint, very moisturizing, not sticky at all. Next is the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot. I have long lashes, but they are fine. And plus I wear glasses, so you have to be closer to my face to notice that my lashes are long. This mascara accentuates the length that I have and also brings a good dramatic effect, like a false lash. And here is the wrapping for that. Excuse my nail, it was broken and I just filed it, so it has a whitish look on camera, a whitish ashy look, but it's not ash. That is from my nail file. Okay. So an update on these two. In a previous video for the product empties, I did discuss the Citrine Beach and the Pink Moon Shea Butter. So far, I have been unable to find these two products online, but I'm going to continue to search on their website because they are definitely worth the purchase. Next, we have the Rio Pineapple Mango by Bath and Body Works. I really enjoyed this scent along with the body wash. The notes are fresh pineapple juice, mango vine ripened, let me just start that over. Fresh pineapple juice, mango, and vine ripened raspberry. And here is the body wash that I purchased with it. Get this top out of the way. This is the top to the haiku, imitating ancient Chinese buildings. Excuse me that I don't remember the name for that type of building in China. Okay, so this is the Dr. Scholl's Stability Support Insoles. So this is what I used before I went to the doctor. I noticed that there was pain in the arch area of my feet, and I didn't understand why, but it reminded me of the sharp, very sharp pain that I would go through somewhere in my early to mid 20s in my feet, where someone had told me that my arch had failed, but I thought my arch had fixed by a hack that they told me to do with my feet, where you take a ball of tissue and you put it in your shoe and you walk around with that ball in your foot. It did take away the pain, but I didn't know later I didn't know that it wasn't curing the issue. So this is what I used before I ended up going to the hospital, being properly diagnosed with plantar fasciitis. Some doctors say that I have a low arch and that I'm not completely fat, but nonetheless I'm in pain, and I have a proper insert now for my shoes that were custom made for me by a specialist. But if you need something in the meantime before you can get to the doctor and check your own feet out, try this out. Next is the Equate Beauty Intense Therapy Lotion. This is from Walmart, and this is the equivalent to Excedrin Intensive Lotion. It's thick. It leaves a nice sheen once the lotion has soaked into the skin. Great finish, feels great. Definitely recommend this. Next is one of my favorite perfumes. This is the Paris Hilton Heiress. Wonderful fruity scent. Even the smell of the scent it seemed like it makes sense that it should be pink. That it makes sense that the bottle is has the pink glittery stripe that reflects in a clear glass. It seems like it smells like pink. I know that sounds a little silly, but you have to try it to see what I'm saying. Wonderful scent. I always get compliments with this one. Next is another Paris Hilton perfume that I took a chance on. It is called Paris Hilton Tokyo. It came in a tiny bottle. I couldn't get a large size of this bottle. Fruity and floral. All right, next is the Suave Essentials in Milk and Honey Gentle Body Wash. Smells great, very affordable. And yes, I did feel cleansed without feeling too strict. Next is the Got to Be Glued Invincible Styling Gel. I enjoyed this. Outside of the spray, I enjoyed this. It held my hair in place. It seems like it may just be the gel version of the spray, even though the packaging is different. And it doesn't say Ultra Glued on the spray bottle to my knowledge. Next is another favorite perfume of mine. This is Turquatic by MAC. Again, this is for the people that like water scents. I personally like water scents. This is another great option for that category. Get this top out the way. Next up is the Watermelon Lemonade from Bath & Body Works. This smells great, and it smells literally what it's called. The notes are watermelon ice, sparkling water, and sugared lemon. Great summer fragrance. This is the Tinted Lip Oil. I can't remember right now where I got this from, but this lip oil was very comforting. It was moisturizing, and it had a nice sheen like a lip gloss because it was a little on the thick side. This is the Jelly Wow Lip Oil from Shein. This had a thicker consistency. I don't think it was as thick as the Tinted Lip Oil over there, but it had its own level of thickness. It felt great. Of course, lip oils do not last long, but they're definitely worth the purchase. So this is a physical example of the mini Vaselines from Shein that I talked about in the previous video. Feels great and has a creamier consistency than regular Vaseline here in America. This is a lip balm. The style and the packaging really reminds me of growing up and seeing these by the droves inside of beauty supply stores. Of course, I got this one from a beauty supply store. It felt great. Next is Rare Gold Perfume by Avon. I get a lot of compliments in this. This is worth trying along with Rare Pearls. Rare Pearls is one of those fragrances that I receive the greatest compliments well over this, even though I'm complimented well with this on. Let's see if there's notes. Okay, there's no notes on the back. But do not sleep on Avon fragrances. This is another lip gloss from a beauty supply store. It says Prolux Raptor. Nice, slick consistency, and the lip gloss color was clear. Here is another gentle body wash from Ivory. It is creamy, and this fragrance was notes of aloe. Aloe smelled great as well. I haven't had an Ivory soap that smelled bad to me thus far. This is the Sweet Temptations Red Velvet Fragrance Body Mist. I got this as a gift, and I found out that these are sold at City Trends. They are affordable, they smell great, they last for a period of time before fading away. It isn't super short, and it isn't super long in the lasting time on the skin, but it's still worth it. Next is the Summer Mink fragrance. I had the travel version. It came in a sleek, long, rectangular black bottle. Smells wonderful. It is a cross between fruit and sophistication with like a spicy edge to it. This is in a sandwich bag because I didn't want the contents to spill. This is the Keisha K. Orr weight loss tea. Let me see if I can carefully, I'm afraid of it spilling out. I'm just going to show you the back. So Scent-A-Leaf is very powerful. Things with Scent-A-Leaf in it, you will go to the bathroom. Also things with fennel in it, you will go to the bathroom. So her ingredients in particular were fennel, peppermint, kudzu vine, the root of a kudzu vine. Excuse me if that's pronounced incorrectly, excuse me, and lotus leaf. This definitely sent me to the bathroom. The con is that it sent me to the bathroom to the point that there was bleeding after a while. But it will definitely make you eliminate. Everyone's body is different. You may not experience what I experienced as far as the bleeding and having to stop my use of the product. It may just work just fine on you, where it just simply eliminates, assists you in elimination. So this perfume, Amazing Things, I don't remember what store this was purchased from. This is a very unique fragrance. I still have it. The notes are pink pepper, grapefruit, and suede. So even though it says suede on my skin, it reminds me of leather, but in a good way. And here is the Firecracker Pop body mist. I talked about the soap earlier. The notes are red cherry, fresh citrus, and juicy berry. Definitely worth the purchase. A very fun summer scent. If you like to categorize your scents according to the season, I like to wear fruity scents all year round, so this is definitely an all year rounder for me. Next is the Island Fantasy. Let's see if there's any notes here. There is not. Very fruity, very fun, and once again by Britney Spears. I have not gone wrong with Britney Spears fragrances. The only one that I haven't liked so far is Believe. Next is the Glade Warm Apple and Spices Automatic Spray Refill. I do have the device that pushes out the fragrance on a timer. And this is just one of the choices that I had for the fall and winter season. It does smell like apples and cinnamon, just like the title suggests, and it's worth the purchase. I really enjoyed this perfume. This is Goldia, the Roman Knight. This is by Bulgari, I believe. And excuse me if that is mispronounced. I've heard Bulgari and I've heard Bulgari, and even Google pronounces it as Bulgari. So all I know is that I enjoy it. Try it out. Definitely great for date night or an evening scent. Me, if I like something, I'm going to wear it all year round. Definitely try this out. More on the sophisticated, non-fruity side. Let's see if the notes are here. Okay, so the notes are not on the bottle, but definitely try this. Beautiful bottle, by the way. I bought more than one. Annie brush. They have a handful of colors, but yes, I bought two so that when one began to get old and break, I would have another one as backup because I really enjoy them. Next is the satin braid bonnet. What I like about this bonnet is that even though the bonnet is long, it wasn't laying on my back and making me sweat overnight. My braids, when I have long braids in, it holds the braid upward very well. It's as if your braids aren't even as long as they actually are once you put this bonnet on. And it is true satin. It is not polyester and being sold as satin. This is the 10-foot USB-C to USB-C cable. The USB-C cable used to only be for Android phones, but now Apple has gotten on the bandwagon. So Apple and Android users can get this cord, especially if you have the type of charger head where it only receives the C port. And then the other end, of course, goes into your phone. I got this from Five Below. And getting one that's 10 feet, the longer the cord, it really helps when you have to move around or you are not exactly close to the outlet. Okay, so right now I'm trying to open this sandwich bag here. Okay, so these are some more samples. We have the Whoopie Cream Shea Butter. We have the Moon Dip Body Mousse, the Harvest Green Shea Butter, and the Agave Nectar Body Oil with an oat and milk scent. All of these were lightweight yet moisturizing. I hope that the website is still selling them all. Again, I know I say worth the purchase or not a lot, but it truly is. Check out Farmhouse Fresh. Here is a large version of the Burt's Bees coconut foot cream that I showed in a previous video in travel form. I will buy this again and again. A great tip is putting on your desired lotion and then putting this on top. It isn't necessary, but it feels great to do it that way. If you choose not to do it that way, put this on with socks and allow it to penetrate. That feels great as well. And the smell, if you like coconut, this is the one to get. Next is the Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier Electrolyte Drink Mix. They gave me 15 lemon lime, 15 passion fruit. So the pro is getting your electrolytes in before an exercise, during or after an exercise. The con is the fruit aspect of the packet tastes good, but then it gets weird and it doesn't taste that great. Overall, it doesn't taste that great, but of course it's worth drinking for hydration purposes. It's good enough to get you along and get you through an entire water bottle, but it isn't super delicious. I still recommend it for health reasons and as a starter for someone that does not like water and really needs to build up their water intake and electrolyte intake. Next is the I Envy Paparazzi Lashes. in the model KP17 KPE17 Paparazzi number 1. The Eye Envy collection this is by Kiss, by the way. And the Eye Envy collection is an excellent collection. I don't even know if it's still sold. If you find it at your local beauty supply store, please check it out and pick it up. Very flattering to the eyes. It is not too dense. And even their thinner, less dense lashes are just as pretty. Here's another container. So this is about the size, again, of the Shein Creamy Vaselines. This lip gloss, I do not know the name. It's been many, many years. I kept it in the hopes that I would be able to find one, but of course I have not been lucky. This is from the CoverGirl Queen collection. It was a pink lip gloss. Felt great. Sheer with just enough color. Very moisturizing. Here is another miniature Vaseline from Shein in the fragrance Honey Peach Lips. And here is another one from the Christmas collection, the Avocado. I talked about avocado specifically in a previous video. This is the Carmex Daily Care SPF 15 in Cool Mint. This is very handy for work. If you need something quick on the go, or if you have a small clutch and you're at an event, just to prevent your lips from being dry. And of course, it gives a mentholated touch to the lips. Here is another Carmex Daily Care in Wild Berry. Both of the Carmexes, of course, are moisturizing. And this is from a beauty supply store. This is a natural lip oil PX look in the flavor cucumber. Nice glossy touch, thinner consistency compared to the Shein lip oil and the watermelon tinted lip oil. This is another lip oil, hydrating lip oil. I got it from the beauty supply store as well. This one is thicker than the PX cucumber lip oil. And it sits on the lips like a lip gloss, actually. Thicker consistency, even more than the Shein lip oil and the watermelon tinted lip oil. Last but not least is another Escada perfume. This is a perfume that I absolutely love. Turquoise Summer was fantastic, but before Turquoise Summer, I had this one. This one is amazing. Unfortunately, I do not have the name, excuse the polish spill, but this is on the back of the bottle. So when you search through Escada perfumes, if you see this on the back of the bottle, trust me, go get it. It is an amazing fruity scent. Let me see if it's still at the bottom. So it just has a barcode. It doesn't have the name. I keep this bottle because I am trying to figure out what is the name of this. So if I have the look of this bottle as a reference, I'll be able to figure it out eventually. All right, and that is the end of the product empties. Thank you again, and please like, share, and subscribe.